Hello, kids. I've noticed that some of you are really having a hard time understanding your writing assignments. And so this little video is to give you a little more clarity in regards to what is expected of you and what you're supposed to be doing. Now, first of all, let's get one thing clear. Writing is important. And writing is not simply about sitting down on your computer and just stringing a whole bunch of random words together. That's not how it works. Writing is a process and there are certain guidelines. And what this means is that the guidelines that were given to you last trimester, you need to remember them to be able to apply them as we go through this trimester and the following one. So that means that you might think we're spending too much time on thesis statement. Well, yes, we are, because it's important. Why is this so important? Well, because at some point you're no longer going to be a kid and you're going to want a university degree. And one of the biggest complaints that I always hear from professors is that people these days just don't know how to write. Let's say you don't want to go that route and you want to be a YouTuber or you want to go into movies. Well, all of these also require writing. Most YouTubers actually sit down and write out what they're going to say before they film a video. And of course, you know that movies require the writing of a script, and that's where writers come in. The same thing happens with gamers. If I'm a gamer and I want to develop a new game, I need to be able to get sponsors. And how do I do that? I need to write to them to make them interested, explain my idea and make them interested in what I'm proposing. And so writing is extremely important. Now, all the things that we started talking about last trimester, you cannot forget them. We're going to continue working on those. And we have been working on 3 types of essays. And at some point in the middle of this trimester, we're going to switch it up. Right now, 7th graders have been writing descriptive essays, 8th graders have been writing process essays, and 9th graders have been working on persuasive essays. If you want to figure out what the thesis statement is in a paragraph, you need to remember the type of essay that you are working on. What this means is that if you have the bad habit of asking somebody to do that homework for you, this person has not had the information from the previous trimester, it's not going to be correct. So this is something you need to do for yourself because you are the one with this information. So let me share my screen with you, and we're going to look at 3 paragraphs, one for each type of essay, and we're going to be able to find out 2 important things: the thesis statement in these paragraphs, and secondly, the amount of words. And when you give me your assignment as a Word file that I've been asking for, the reason is because I can easily copy paste with all my suggestions or all my observations. If you send me a picture of your notebook, I can't do that. So I want you to pay close attention to how to figure out the thesis statement and also how to count the amount of words. Microsoft Word does that for you. It tells you the amount of words in a paragraph. But let me share my screen with you. Okay, so here we have the first paragraph. Now, remember, if you're in 7th grade, you're writing descriptive essays. What this means is that that first paragraph is going to tell me exactly what I am going to describe. And your descriptive essay can be of a person, a place, or a thing, but not of a process. That's a process essay. So this is the paragraph. Many of my friends dream about being old enough to buy their first car because a car represents freedom. It means you no longer have to depend on public transportation or your parents to go where you want to go. Some people believe that before you can see something good happening to you, you need to dream it first. This is what my dream car would look like. Now, in this essay, and this is what happened with a lot of you, you look at the first sentence and you say, oh yeah, that's what the sentence is about. It's about people having dreams. No, this is a descriptive essay. So what I'm looking for, and you need to be very analytical, you're looking for something that seems that the writer is going to describe. So let's look at this last sentence. This is what my dream car would look like. The person in the next paragraph is going to describe their dream car. That's the thesis statement. It's the item, person, place, thing, animal that is going to be described. And it's very clear. This is what my dream car would look like. And then the second paragraph would come. Okay, so the thesis statement in a descriptive essay, it's never going to be the first sentence. It's going to be the sentence that tells you what is about to be described. And in this essay, it's in this paragraph, it's dream car, what my dream car would look like. That's the thesis statement. Remember, your thesis statement is only one sentence, only one sentence. So now that I have my thesis statement highlighted in yellow, I want to find out how many words are in this paragraph. So then I just highlight the whole thing and I look to the bottom of my screen. If you can follow my cursor, it says that there's 68 words. Why does it say of 177? Because I have the other paragraphs also written there. But this particular paragraph has 68 words. That's the answer. So when I ask you, how many words in this paragraph? That's my answer. You simply do this, and there it is, 68 words, okay? So this would be an example of the thesis statement in a descriptive paragraph. Let's go to the second type. Remember the eighth graders are dealing with process essays. What is a process essay? It's going to describe how to do something, the process of doing something. And this is what the paragraph says. If you ask a bunch of kids what their favorite food is, many of them will say pizza. According to Google, the pizza is originally from Central and Southern Italy, but now it's a popular meal all over the world. Making pizza seems like a complicated process, but it's really simple once you have all your ingredients ready. What is this going to describe? What process is this going to tell me about? What is it going to show me how to do? This is a process essay, so it's certainly not about Italy. It's not about Google. It's not about kids' favorite food. It's about something that I am going to tell you how to do, a process. And so then this sentence that I'm going to highlight is my thesis statement. It's one sentence. Even if it has a comma, it's still a sentence. A sentence is from one period to the other period, from a full stop to the other full stop. And that sentence says, making pizza seems like a complicated process. Now notice, in this process paragraph, there is the word process. When I read an introductory paragraph to a process essay and it says process, that's my thesis statement. The word process is telling me that this is my thesis statement. Making pizza seems like a complicated process. Once you read that, you say, okay, that's a thesis statement. But it's really simple once you have all your ingredients ready. And now I'm gonna do like this because I wanna see how many words are in this paragraph. And at the bottom of my screen, it says 58. So this paragraph has 58 words. And then we go to the third type, the persuasive essay. And remember, a persuasive essay is trying to convince you of what I believe. I'm gonna convince you of what I believe. So for instance, in that paragraph about traffic in Panama, I didn't have to convince anybody that traffic is heavy. What I needed to convince the person of is that we should start teaching kids driver's education, because that's my idea and I want it to be your idea too. So if I know that I'm looking at a process essay, I am looking for the person's idea that the person is gonna try to convince me of. So this is the introductory paragraph. Both kids and adults love video games because they're fun, but also because it's a great way to kill boredom and release stress. Lately, a lot of people are against video games because they believe that they're harmful, especially to children. I believe video games can be educational if used in moderation. So this is my idea, and I'm gonna try to convince you of this idea. That's my thesis statement. The thesis statement is not about video games or both adults and kids love video games. No, the thesis statement in a persuasive paragraph is gonna try to convince you of what I believe, my idea, the writer's idea. And so That would be the thesis statement. I believe video games can be educational if used in moderation. And whoever's reading this knows that in the following paragraph, I'm going to try to convince you of this, that video games can be educational if used in moderation. And so I need to find out how many words in this paragraph. And according to my screen, there are 51 words. I look at the bottom of my screen, it says 51 words. Okay, so that is how you find out which is the thesis statement inside a paragraph. You need to analyze. This is not about memorizing or asking your next door neighbor for help. This is about analysis. You think, I am supposed to be working on descriptive essays, so my paragraph, my thesis statement is going to tell me whatever is going to be described. Or I'm working on process essays, my thesis statement is going to tell me what process or how to do something. Or I'm working on persuasive essays, my thesis statement is going to say what is my idea that I want the other person to also adapt. And so kids, this is all you need to know, and you need to remember this for working with thesis statements, amount of word, the word count. And let me tell you something about word count. When you are writing, you don't count lines, you count the amount of words, okay? If you ever become a writer and you want to write articles for a magazine or a blog or whatever, they're always going to ask you for the amount of words. They're going to say, write a 500-word paragraph, not a 2-line or 10-line paragraph. That's incorrect. You count words. And so this counting of words is extremely important, and it's the easiest thing to do. Because we're using our computers, you simply use Microsoft Word, you shade it in, it's going to give you the information at the bottom of the page. Please remember this. Apply this. Don't think that, oh, it's over. It's not over. We're going to keep with the same topic until the end of the school year. And I'm going to tell you why. Because when you learn something properly, then you're able to do it. And the only way that you can prove that you know how to write is by writing properly. It's not about just jamming words together. It's about following the process that has been established. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope this helps you do better in this second module and the modules that are to come for your writing class.